Hey everybody, welcome back. And in the last episode, we did our Redux implementation. And so in this video today, we're going to be actually implementing the connect and the React Redux to the component. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is import our actions that we created from the last video. And that's just an action slash user actions. And it's going to be the set user or the fetch and set user action. Okay. We also need to import the connect function from React Redux so we can hook up our component. Okay. And so the first thing we're going to do is change this console.log to, or actually, before we do that, we need to map our states to props and map our actions to props, or dispatcher action props. So do function map state to prop. Okay, now I'll take the state. Okay, and we just want to return the user as state.user. Okay, and so now let's implement our connect function, and for that we're just going to pass map state to props, and we're going to have set user and fetch user. Double check, make sure everything's good. Alright, looks good to me. Okay. So now those will be available in our props. So in the constructor, we're going to call this dot props dot fetch user. Okay, and so when this component loads for the first time, we want to see if the user is already in local storage, or if it's not, then we want to load the login screen. So in the login, we're just going to do this dot props dot set user with the user object. Okay. And for the logout, all we want to do is this dot props dot set user to null. So remember, you created that authenticate function that checks if null. So for our simple authenticate function, we're just gonna when we log out, we're just gonna set a user to null. So now in the render function, we're gonna have a condition. If authenticate this dot props dot user. So basically, if this user is not null, we're gonna return the login. So we haven't created that yet. So we're gonna return a view, and within that view, we're just gonna close it up real quick. Within that view, we have the logout button. Okay, so style, align it center, and on press, it will log us out. And for the title, we're just gonna say logout, not login, logout, and close that up. And also, I just want to display just the user information. So this is also the React Native Elements syntax. You can use the kind of like HTML styling and just use like header 3 or header 2, header 1. It's fairly nice for the text element. So do this dot props dot user dot name. Okay, so we're just going to print out the name of the user. So on the else, we're just going to render the login button. Okay, so it looks pretty good. So let's look at our app. Oh, yep, I forgot, totally forgot. We need to implement the provider on our app.js. So open your app.js, um, and you're going to import the provider or from react-redux. And we also need to import the store, yeah, the store from store. Okay, cool. We did that, and now we gotta wrap the provider tag and the store. Set the store there. Okay, let me wrap the provider tag around the view. Okay, and let me double check we exported the store correctly. Yep, okay. So that looks good now to me. Let's check we got any errors. Okay, so it says log out. I guess we already logged in. So log in with Google. Test account. There we go. Okay, so you can see that our state has rendered, and we have the test user in on rendering on the screen. So this, guys, was a template or a basic implementation of how you can use React Native, Redux, and Expo to create login functionality. Uh, so that's it for this series, guys. If you guys liked it, please subscribe, give me a like, and tell me what I can do better on these tutorials. And use this code as a template for your application if you guys don't have the user login functionality. Um, so yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you soon.